Hey Ricky, how's it going?
Good.
Good, yeah. Enjoying your winter day. Did you get your snow blown today?
Yeah, it all got blown, and
How much you think we got?
I would say close to 6 inches.
Yeah.
About.
So, today we got a couple things going on. I'm gonna keep working on the engine and the pistons and cleaning them, and you're gonna clean under the hood, right?
Yep. So basically, obviously, it is pretty dirty. It needs to get cleaned. But I think to get thoroughly cleaned, we need to get rid of some of this wiring. Kind of like one of those, I almost call it a prep day of removing wires, kind of figuring out what we have and ways to clean it up. We talked about running it behind the firewall there, but you know, like I said, trying to figure out what we have.
So you're gonna rewire this car.
Yeah, there's stuff in the car that needs to redone because it kind of got messy.
We did it in a hurry and never got back to it.
It was like last second. We wanted to do it cleanly at first, but it got to crunch time, and
we just made it work. So yeah, so you're gonna rewire, and
but as of now, the wiring is better than what it was at the beginning of last winter.
Right, but a lot of work to do. So why don't you get at it?
Yep. All right, I'm starting to deal with a lot of the spaghetti. Got all the, pretty much everything disconnected that's in here that I know what it goes to and labeled. So obviously you know what it goes to in the future. But a lot of it goes back into the car now. And so last year was kind of a rush there at the end, and kind of made a mess of it. So to a point, since we really want to redo it and do it right, pretty much gonna disconnect everything that's not factory that we did last year and get it pulled out through the firewall, and you know, so we can make it better and cleaner. So I'm gonna get on that. All right, it's kind of dark back in here, but you can kind of see what we were working with. We made our own panels, and
Looks like an old license plate.
yep, used the whole license plate, and actually pretty clean the way we did these switches. Pretty basic switches, nothing to them really. We had our trans cooler, our fuel pump, and our main, and right there was our push button start. Yeah, as you can see, it got quite a mess here. It was a lot worse than what it was before because I removed, you know, 100 zip ties that I had back in there. But then I got to do the fuel pressure gauge, and then our AFR, which didn't do anything for us all season.
Where'd that sensor go, Ricky?
And by looking at this, you can imagine why our AFR was giving us absolutely no readings at all.
We gave it all the fuel all the time, apparently.
Hey, it was safe though.
Yeah,
running safe. But
we'll get a new sensor.
You'd think by the time we're all done with all this wiring, the electrical engineer and the electrician could possibly have this figured out, but who knows?
Don't count on it.
All right, our gauges and our switches are down. As you can see, it's just we used the factory radio hole they had in there, and that's where our push button start was. And then we ran a bolt through that one to hold it up in place, and then use these two down here to hold our gauges up. Yeah, like I said, we went simple with it. Used old license plate, and this is just some metal C-channel for framing to hold our gauges in. Worked good for what it was, but like I said, we're trying to upgrade and do a better job. I kind of like the look of it, but you know, want a little more, I wouldn't say professional look, but so yeah, gonna undo these and might be time to start trying to push them back through the firewall. Okay, now I'm about to the point where I just gotta get rid of this neutral safety switch, so I can kind of take the shifter apart, and then just shove everything back through the hole. Get it all out and kind of inventory it from there. And yeah, you kind of see where it's all coming out through there. We'll pull it all out. Because a lot of this, I wouldn't say we did janky, but it's just a lot of excess wire. So we got a lot to clean up, but we talked about kind of passing the wires back and having them pop out so we don't have all the loom and all the wires just kind of sitting at the back and getting in the way and possibly getting burned by the engine and everything. So it's kind of the plan going forward here. All right, the mess has been tamed. Got all the wires ready to go through the firewall. There's quite a bit of them here. So, yeah, I showed you where the hole was. And once they're all out, we kind of assess what we got, what we need to do. And a lot of it will probably end up junking just because we're going to end up doing something better. But we're going to get these wires
through.
Yeah.
So let's take this AFR last.
Yep. Let's do the brown and yellow.
Okay.
That was a long one.
You're done. Pull. Just pull. Okay.
All right, let's do black and red.
Yep. I'll have to help it through when we get to the very end.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot we fought it.
Pull the grommet through. Hang on. Give me some slack.
All right.
I'll pull this grommet off. There you go. Now it'll go through.
All right. That's that. All right, so I got out a lot of the, I wouldn't say junk, because it was good wire running into the cab, but easy stuff to wire that will rerun anyways.
Yeah, so good job. Looks like, yeah, you'll be able to clean the firewall now, and
yeah, a lot easier to clean a lot of this grime off, make it a little bit nicer. One thing we found is probably put a grommet there, and then run the wire up through there, and we'll take this off and probably punch a hole and put a grommet.
We can come out the other side as well.
Or come out over there.
Yeah.
And
we're going to try to hide as much of this wiring as we can.
It'll clean up a lot of stuff, and we're, as of right now, we are not touching any of the factory original.
What's left, yeah. Not much left, but
I don't want to take the chance of something not working because we took it out. But yeah, like I said, we're going to clean it up and run new wires. This is, like I said, this is just cleanup day, inventory day, figure out what we have, what we don't got.
So yeah, you own the wiring on this now. You need to understand how things work, and that way you can fix things on the fly. So,
yep.
And you'll have yourself to blame when it fails, but I think you'll do a good job. I'm not worried.
All right, well with that, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and
yeah, fix it till it's broke, right?
Yep, fix it till it's broke.